I want to tell you about the figure skating scandal of the century with absolutely no fact checking and how I recall it, which means you're going to get the version as the media presented it to us at the time. It was 1990 something. I was in college studying the Krebs cycle or some bullshit I would never use again. And if you wanted to watch women's sports, you had to watch figure skating or gymnastics, maybe a little track during the Olympics, but there was no fast-pitch televised women's softball or WNBA. The media was obsessed with these two, Nancy Kerrigan in the white and Tonya Harding in the purple. They were the US's top figure skaters, and they presented us with two very different people. Nancy there in the purple came from the wrong side of the tracks, a trailer home. She was married to Jeff Gillooly. There was violence and accusations in their relationship. She was divorced and back together with him. And Nancy was from like Massachusetts or Connecticut. She had the best coaches and all of the best training. You know, her mom, I don't know, didn't work. She lived in the suburbs. They drove a Volvo, all of that. The media presented it as the matchup of this century. They were both at the top of their game in the US. They were both expected to go to the Winter Olympics, and like a month before the Olympics, I don't know, a week or whatever before nationals, Nancy gets whacked in the leg with a baton from some thug while she's leaving practice. There's videos of her screaming why on the ground. I'm not going to show any of that because I do think it's disrespectful. They figured out who whacked her. Nancy recovers, and as you probably know, the thug turned out to be hired by Tonya's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, which is a thug name if you ever heard one. This is Tonya and Jeff in happier times. Both ladies proceed to the Olympics, and let me tell you, the media is in a frenzy about all of this, and we cannot get enough. We are just watching constantly. There's no internet like there is today where we can just refresh and learn every detail. We have to wait until NBC tells us, or better yet, the Inquirer. They both proceed to the Olympics. It looks like it's going to be a fair competition, and then this happens. Tonya stops partway into her routine because she is having some sort of skate malfunction. This is her showing the skate to the judges. She does get to restart her routine. And honestly, I don't remember who won at all. Maybe Krista Yamaguchi. That could have not even been the same year. I don't recall. But Tonya got banned from skating because later we found out that she hid or covered up Gillooly's part in it. And I think a lot of people still believe that Tonya was part of the conspiracy. She was not found guilty of that. She was banned from figure skating. And we did find out that she was severely abused by her husband. So that's the story as I remember it. It was unhinged while it was happening, and it's still unhinged now. I do have a sympathy for Tonya because I also grew up on the wrong side of the tracks and did see myself as a beautiful figure skater who couldn't afford uniforms, pitted against the beautiful Nancy Kerrigan, who, had all of the privilege. And that's the story as I remember it. Happy birthday, Tonya Harding.